children, today we are going to study about local self-government in urban areas. Now let us see what topics we have to study according to the reduced syllabus. So we have to study municipal committees and municipal corporation and their functions. In 1992, the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, also known as the Nagarpalika and Municipalities Act, was passed to ensure proper functioning of urban local self-government. The Act provides for three-tier local bodies for urban areas. First, municipal corporation for larger urban areas. Second, municipal councils for smaller urban areas. Third, Nagar Panchayats for areas which are changing from rural to urban. Let us study municipal corporation, that is Nagar Nigam. Municipal corporation is a local self-government unit in big cities. In order to have a municipal corporation, a city must have a population of at least 1 lakh or more. The municipal corporation carries out its functions through well-organized departments like water supply and sewage disposal undertaking, housing board, education department, and electricity department. Election. The members of the municipal corporation are elected on the basis of universal adult franchise through secret ballot for a term of 5 years. The areas under the municipal corporation are known as wards. The number of representatives in each city depends on its population. Term. Every municipal corporation will have a fixed term of 5 years. It can be dissolved even before the completion of its term by the governor of the state on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Composition. A municipal corporation comprises of General Council, the Mayor, the Standing Committees, and a Municipal Commissioner. Now let us see what is General Council. The General Council is composed of members known as Municipal Councillors who are elected directly on the basis of universal adult franchise. The number of seats in a corporation depends on the population of the city and is fixed by the state government. Seats are also reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, and 1/3 of the total number of seats are reserved for women. Other than the elected members, there are some chosen aldermen in the council who are generally renowned and important personalities of the city, and they are nominated by the governor. The General Council is responsible for the appointment of most of the officials of the municipal corporation except Municipal Commissioner. Mayor. The councillors and aldermen elect the mayor and the deputy mayor. The mayor is the head of the municipal corporation. He is the first citizen of the town or city. He acts as a link between the corporation and the state government. Standing Committee. The members of the General Council are represented on standing committees. There are different standing committees to deal with subjects like finance, health, engineering, taxation, and welfare schemes. Now let us study the functions of the municipal corporation. The functions of the municipal corporation are broadly classified into two categories. First, compulsory functions, and second, optional functions. Compulsory functions of municipal corporation. First, provision of electricity, water, sewage disposal. Second, provision of public health services like provision of hospitals, dispensaries, family welfare centers, and removal and disposal of garbage. Third, provision of public conveniences and utilities like roads, buildings, demolition of dangerous structures, plantation of trees, provision of public urinals and toilets. Fourth, provision of educational institutions like primary and secondary schools, organization of adult literacy classes, organizing and undertaking promotion of sports and games. Fifth, maintenance of records of births and deaths and maintenance and upkeep of cremation and burial grounds. Sixth, undertaking of public safety and security like maintenance of fire department with fire engine, disaster like flood and earthquake. Optional functions include: first, public housing through housing boards. Second, construction and maintenance of public parks, libraries, museums, theatre, akhadas, picnic resorts, etc. Third, establishing and maintaining children's homes, orphanages, old homes, night shelters and rest houses. Fourth, undertaking welfare schemes, organizing fairs, functions, melas, and fifth, beautification of the city. Municipal committee. A municipal committee is set up for smaller towns. Such bodies are also called as municipal boards or municipalities. The composition of these municipal committees is similar to that of municipal corporation. These have generally three wings: general body, chairman, and chief executive officer or the secretary. General body of the municipal committee. The members of the general body of the municipal committee are called councillors, and the adult citizen residing in a particular municipal ward elect them. A chairperson and a vice chairperson are elected indirectly by the members. The chief executive officer is appointed by the state government, who is responsible for managing the administrative section of the municipal committee. This table shows the difference between municipal committee and municipal corporation. Children, you will also learn this table.